moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
And I don't know, since public work gives approval for these big structures building, there's controversial structure in Foya. Did you approve of it? And if you did, who is building it? Perhaps you could throw some light on that as well.
The $10 million.
Is
that the $10 million?
They alleged $10 million.
$10 million
project, because we're not sure of the.
We don't have an interview here, Jeff. What kind of way?
But you can approve.
So let's
everything. So we got to ask.
So let's. I can begin to address.
Yeah.
I will leave that to the executive branch to speak about the project, because I think, of course, they have some security implication in terms of what the project is.
You didn't.
So,
but I was asking if you approve.
You didn't approve the
the
construction of the structure.
With that project, like I said, with that project, I will leave that with the executive branch to speak about.
You never have any
on the
input in that
security,
project.
yeah, on the security aspect of the presidency.
What security in nature is that?
Well, I don't know about that. That's what I'm saying. So I will leave that.
Is it a security structure?
Of course, it is. So I will leave that with the security.
What makes it a security project?
I don't know about that, TMS.
Well, you call it a security project.
No, I said there's some security implications. So
what is the security implication in that?
I will leave that.
Somebody wants to build a villa.
I will leave that. I will leave that with the executive marshal. Too much.
Just want to know.
But did public works approve it?
No, you said you didn't.
Public works, preliminary, of course, we saw it. We saw the.
You saw it. You approved it.
Well, again, I would say I would not know what the details are in terms of the construction, building, and financing, all of that. I say let's refer to.
Yeah, you are knowledgeable, smart guy.
Let's refer to the executive.
Why were you approved for that with that structure?
Timas, I would say please refer to the executive marshal to answer that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I think that.
All the flag poles out there for different countries. Basically, this is owned by the government of Liberia. Contributions will come from other regional partners, like the president said, that they will contribute. Some of them have committed to contributing. There is a circulation around that. Oh, this is built by because MRU. The president never said that this is built by MRU. It is named MRU. That doesn't mean it is MRU solely that is constructing. But our partners from other countries definitely are contributing, because they will contribute. So you all can see, air it far and wide, so people can see what's happening here in Korea. This is a classic decentralization of facilities. So you can see here, the three countries are right close here. Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Liberia is here.
Project there. You go there, there's nothing there in my name.
So who's building it? So who's building that project? Is it funded by Liberia exclusively?
It's going to be funded under the Mano River. That means Guinea, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, contributory.
But it's on already.
It's on. They've been funded.
Why didn't they tell you about the project? Why they make it so?
Well, you know me, they know very well I would have resented initially, because I don't want anything done there. And so they wanted to make sure. That's the project there. You go there, there's nothing there in my name.
So who's building it? So who's building that project? Is it funded by Liberia exclusively?
It's going to be funded under the Mano River. That means Guinea, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, contributory.
But it's on already.
It's on. They've been funded.
Why didn't they tell you about the project? Why they make it so?
Well, you know me, they know very well I would have resented initially, because I don't want anything done there. And so they wanted to make sure.
So we want to say welcome to each and every one of you. We want to appreciate your presence here. So as usual, we ask that you do us a favor. And that favor we require of you is to kindly hit for us the share button. Share with friends. That is what I'm doing currently. Please share with friends, share with family members, and let's all of us have a very wonderful time. A very wonderful time. It's going to be very educative. It's going to be very, very informative. It's going to be very interactive. So again, just hit for us the share button with as many persons as you can share with in your chat rooms, in your groups and etc. So please do that for us while we all get ready to do this together. So let's do it together. Let's share and do what we are supposed to do. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's bring something here while we get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring you. Let's bring you this. Let's bring you this. It's important for us to bring you this. So let's bring you this, fellow Liberians. I want to say welcome to all of you. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to all of you. Welcome.
Since 1847, we gained independence. People in Nigeria gained independence in 1961. 1962.
On a quick get to.
But since 1847, the total number of paved road, Kota road, tar road, cement road, all is just 750 kilometers. Since 1847.
Courage now.
Yes, this president took over 2 years now. In his second year, he's paving over 400 kilometers of roads. That's more than half of the total road paved since 1847. Can you imagine that?
So you come and say Liberia people not like road. I mean that they complain.
The ones that they complain, most of them don't complain, but the ones you see complaining, it's like they say, leave the roads, give us job. Look, since we had military since 1847, we've never had a military hospital. We are now building the first military hospital. In fact, the roof is on top of it as we speak, under this president. You know how you have, you people get something in Nigeria like the Federal Police Secret Service. We have our own here, they call it NSA, National Security Agency. Ever since this country been founded, they have been renting in one building up Mama Point. If you like, I will carry you there right now. It's this president that is building a new building in his second year on 10 acres of land, over 75 offices. I'm not talking about command and control center. Since this country was founded, it's the first time in his second year that we are paying our wise fees. You know, you have the West Africa examination thing.
Why?
Yes, we are paying for, the government is paying for the students' fees.
Now,
even Nigeria, they don't have tuition-free universities and colleges. In this country, under this president, in the second year, we have tuition-free universities and colleges. As poor as we are. Can you imagine that? Okay. So think about it for a second. How do we pay all the money here, my brother? It means we have to cut down on the chicken feet, cow foot, and pig feet in one soup. You should eat just pig foot.
Now so we don't understand. So I feel you now. So
the issue of accusing people on this drug thing, there's a reason for that. Because even in the society from all sectors, I would say openly here, executive, the first person government, and the judiciary. You go in the sector, you will find somebody involved with drugs. Drug is a lucrative business, so everybody want to get money. For that, you will find somebody somewhere who is involved. So when you fight these drugs, you fight almost people everywhere. So your security must be example. So the issue of accusing people on this drug thing, there's a reason for that. Because even in the society from all sectors, I would say openly here, from the executive, the first person government,
and to the judiciary. You go in the sector, you will find somebody who involved with drugs. The reason is simple. Drug is a lucrative business, so everybody want to get money. For that, you will find somebody somewhere who is involved. So when you fight these drugs, you find almost people everywhere. So your security.
All right, so I want to welcome each and every one of you. I want to welcome each and every one of you. Again, thank you so much for joining us. I want to begin with a story that is very sad. But again, that's what we have in Liberia. That's what is happening. For us, it is our duty and responsibility to continue to inform you about what is happening in Liberia. About what is happening in Liberia. You know, for each time when we come and talk about police brutality, the recklessness of the government, security apparatus, especially the Liberian National Police towards Liberians, some people think that it is political. No, it is not political. The reason why we are playing you these videos and exposing what is happening in Liberia is because we are gradually slipping towards a police state and a chaotic state. And if care is not taken, one morning the citizens will be very, very angry and will decide to take matter in their own hands against some security actors in that particular country. I'm going to show you a video of a lady who was brutally harassed, assaulted again by the security forces. Let me bring you this video right here so that you can see it. It is very, very graphic. And I want to say to you, those of you that cannot, you know, watch it, I will understand. You can just kind of like, you know, yeah, go off and, you know, just, yeah. But it's very graphic. I hope Facebook is not going to, you know, restrict or whatever. But let's go ahead. I want you to watch this video. See what is happening here? See that? A grown man, I mean full grown man with that kind of body. You saw what he did, right? You saw what he did, right? I mean a full grown man, well built. According to the information that we gather, this girl was accused of being in possession of marijuana or drugs, however you will call it. And the LDEA went there to arrest her. And in the process of arresting her, she chose to ask questions. What happened? You know, the level of unprofessionalism that we see in Liberia, especially in the security sector, is something that is just so, you know, it's above the roof. It's above the cloud, so to speak. People think it is normal when you go to arrest somebody that person has no right automatically. Once that person is accused of a crime, it means under this Boakai government that that person automatically rights, has vanished. They have absolutely no right. So the police and the security people can do whatever they want to do to you. This is the kind of Liberia that we have under Joseph Newman Boakai, where the rule of law is not respected. But when you blame these people, absolutely not. Because Joseph Newman Boakai, who is the president of Liberia, has displayed time without number, no regard for the rule of law. Our people have this adage: monkey see, monkey what? Monkey do, right? Monkey see, monkey do. But let's go back and welcome some of our people that have joined us. Let's welcome our people that have joined us on this platform. Those of you that are joining us on the YouTube, I want to appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly for your presence here. Those of you that are joining us, on different platforms, I really do appreciate you, and I want to say you are highly welcome. I want to welcome Jenny. Thank you so much, Jenny Sato, for your presence here. We appreciate you. I want to welcome Venetia's Junior Bar, our own ambassador right there. I want to say you are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly. Ambush, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your presence here. I want to welcome the folks there from, the Metro Media that is partnershiping with us. We will inform you, Liberians, our supporter here, very soon relative to this particular, partnership. Thank you so very kindly. I want to use this time to also welcome Elijah Scott Carter. Thank you so much, Elijah Carter, for joining us. We do appreciate you. Alfonso Tule, thank you so much, Alfonso Tule, for your presence here. Clement Wright, I appreciate your presence here, Clement. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. I want to welcome my own lovely sister, Hawa Tote. Thank you so much for your presence here. Thank you for joining us. Aramita Aro Kandakai, thank you so much for your presence here. We appreciate you. Mike X Kier, thank you so much for joining us as always. We appreciate your presence. Emmanuel Nimine, I want to say thank you so much, my brother, for all you continue to do. Emmanuel is one person who promotes, who supports, and who puts forward, our show. He is very, very, very supportive. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Nimine. We do appreciate you. And all of you who are joining us from across the globe, I want to say welcome to all of you. Thank you so very kindly for what you continue to do for this platform. Thank you so very much. So the level of brutality that has been orchestrated by the Liberian National Police in Liberia, it is scary. It's very scary. But like I said from the beginning, it is not something strange. It is not strange because the man who is the head of state, the man who is supposed to be the head of state, the man who is supposed to be the one that should set that example, you see his behavior. You are seeing his behavior. You are seeing how he is proceeding. So for me, it is not strange. For me, it is not strange. And to those of you that are listening, it should not be strange to you at all. It should not be strange. We are in a country right now under Joseph Newman Boakai where the disrespect for the rule of law is something that is normal. And we can cite you examples. When Joseph Newman Boakai took over, what did he do? He displayed his disrespect for the rule of law by dismissing people who were legally serving in tenure position. When those people decided that we will run to the Supreme Court, we will run to the place that all of us supposed to be protected as per the Constitution. What did Joseph Newman Boakai do? When the Supreme Court instructed him that, Mr. Boakai, you proceeded wrong in removing these people, in stacking these people. So stop. Do not proceed with this particular illegal act. What did Boakai do? Boakai said, okay, since the Supreme Court is stopping me, what I'm going to do is to suspend them. Since I cannot dismiss them, since they say I will not dismiss them, I will suspend them for time indefinite. Illegal proceeding. It's like because you know that they have CC camera in front of the building or in front of the door that will capture you. When you try to do anything funny, you decide, say, okay, and then they say, I must not pass through the door. I know what I will do. Or send they get CC camera, they don't want me to pass here because they will catch me or they will expose me. I know what I will do. I will pass through the ceiling or I will pass through the window. So passing through the window to enter the house, it does not make it legal. So that's just what Joseph Newman Boakai did. Decided that, okay, send the Supreme Court say I should not proceed in this manner. That's good. I will not proceed, but I know what I'm about to do. I will suspend them indefinitely, which is also a controversial of the people's right. You contravene that right because you cannot just suspend somebody indefinitely like that. You must be able to give them that particular due process. They must be heard, and you must come up with a decision. But indefinite suspension is infringement on their rights. But again, we are in a Liberia under Joseph Newman Boakai where the rule of law is not respected. So you see the pattern that was followed by Joseph Newman Boakai. So it is not strange for these officers to abuse and assault this particular lady. We are showing this video and we are sending it out to our international partners so that they can see what is happening in Liberia under Joseph Newman Boakai, so that we can see it. Mr. Boakai does not respect the rule of law. No, it's not something that he respects. For him, he believed that when he wants, he must get it. I thought Mr. Boakai should be the one protecting the rule of law as per his age, knowing very well what we pass through as Liberians, the civil war, the destruction, the carnage, the mayhem, that he's supposed to be the one to say no. We must ensure that this nation is in peace. But fellow Liberian, look at what is happening. Look at the level of police brutality to the extent that the police will march on the people in Kinjal and commit serious massacre. Up to date, as we speak, fellow Liberians, we are yet to have a closure to that particular case, to know why that particular act was done. Nobody is brought to book for that. So, with the way Joseph Newman Boakai has proceeded over the period, my people, the security also will follow suit. Jackson Vester, you are welcome. Thank you so much for following us there from Bomi. Thank you so very kindly. So it is not strange. But again, we are here. And all we will do is to continue to tell you what is right. It is up to you to take it, to use it. But again, that is the Liberia that we have under Joseph Newman Boakai, where the security can just do anything they want to do and they walk away scot-free. And do anything and just walk away scot-free. Oh yeah. At the end of the day, look at what is happening in Liberia. If it is not police that is fighting amongst themselves, then it is the army that is fighting the police. I am doing great. Eric J. Tupa, thank you for joining us. So if it is not the army that is fighting the police, then it means that it is the PPCC that is fighting. In a country where even the security forces, they are displaying gross incompetence. In a country where the security forces don't even have respect for the rule of law, you must know that our people are in trouble. Our people are in trouble. There is no accountability. These people cannot account for their acts. This is pure hooliganism. People are using the flag of Liberia to commit atrocity and walk away with impunity. Can you imagine that? The flag of Liberia under Joseph Numa Boakai has now become almost like a badge for this law enforcement officer to commit serious atrocity without nobody asking them or without being answerable to anybody. I want to welcome Alfred. Thank you so much for joining us, Alfred. We appreciate your presence here. Thank you for joining us. Look at this video. Is this not disturbing fellow Liberians? Look at this. Let's even agree that this lady is accused of smoking marijuana or selling marijuana. Is that how you treat this human being of yours? Is that how you treat this lady of yours? So it means that because she is accused, so she has no right. You can abuse and assault her in any form, way, or manner. Yo, look at this thing, my people. Yo, look at this. Look here. Look there. Look at this guy slapping this girl. What did the girl do? Only to ask a question or only to insult him? So it warrants him treating this girl in this form, shape, and manner? Unfortunately, nothing will come from out of it. You know why? You know why nothing will come from out of it? Because Boakai have instructed these guys to go on and commit crimes. Because these guys are copying from their master, the old mayor, Joseph Numa Boakai, who shows no respect for human dignity and human right. So at the end of the day, they are pleased. What kind of Liberia we have under Joseph Numa Boakai that the security forces can just commit any amount of atrocity and it's okay? It's okay. Nobody care. Nobody, will be held accountable. What kind of thing is this? Look at this. Look at this serious. Look at this human right violation that is committed in a broad daylight. Look there. Look at the assault that they are assaulting this girl. Look at what is happening. You see that? Look there. This is the kind of Liberia, fellow Liberians, that we have under Joseph Numa Boakai, where the rule of law is never respected, where people who try to save our nation, people who try to do what is right, you are vilified. People who try to do what is right, you are looked at as enemy to Joseph Numa Boakai. People who are exposing ills in society, these people are being targeted and they are removed from government because they are exposing what is wrong. No, don't believe me. I play a video and I'm about to play this video again. The LDEA boss, former, Weah. Here is the video. Here's the video. Let me play this video for you.
The issue of accusing people on this drug thing,
Anthony Weah.
There's a reason for that. Because even in the society, from all sectors, I would say openly here, from the executive to the first person government, and to the judiciary. You go in the sector, you find somebody involved with drugs.
You hear it? That was the LDEA boss. Mr. Boakai said he wants to fight drugs. Mr. Boakai said he wants to clean Liberia of drugs. These were some of the campaigns that they ran. These were some of the reasons why we elected them. When I'm saying we, not me in particular, but I just want to pluralize it as Liberians. You elected these people because they told you that they are competent enough that they can fight drugs. They use the issue of fighting drugs as a major campaign message. That's what they said to you. They lied to you and said that when they take over power, they will ensure that they fight drugs vigorously. That they will not take no side with drugs. That was the message that they sent to you. And based on that, there were some of you who bought into it and said, okay, we'll vote for you. But the people who are in the system or who were in the system, very committed to ensuring that we expose where these drugs are coming from so that the government can take the necessary measure to go after these people. Guess what happened? When the LDEA deputy boss mounted the platform, here he is on the video that you are watching, and tried to expose the places that the drugs is coming from. Guess what happened? He was a history the next day. The next day, he was a history. He was a history. And the place that he uttered this was not in the corner, was not in his office. It was at the MICAD podium, the Ministry of Information, Culture Affairs, Tourism. Sam, we understand that the issue of parental training, some of you got it. But unfortunately, the day you left from your parents' house, you've decided that you will take on your own behavior. You know, we as Africans or from a traditional background, training, especially from the parents, is very cardinal. And I will not sit here to say some of you, your parents did not train you. I will not be unjust to the parents. I know they train you. But some of you, the day you left from the house was the day you left the training that they gave you to the house. Some of you, you feel that because you are on Facebook, so every platform that you come across, you are of liberty to use any words. No, not on this platform. On here, we are not looking for 20,000, 88,000 comments. No. We are looking for people who will disagree with us, people who will come with facts, people who will be very civil in their word. So when people like you come and start to use the F language, we do not tolerate you. We delete the comment, and the second time we block you. That's what we do here. Here, we give you training. The training that you decide to jump over from your parents' house, even though they gave it to you, but you decide to leave it there since you were coming. I thought it's supposed to be in you, and you're supposed to follow that particular training. Morality supposed to be part of your life, but you decide to leave it home and jump on the street with street training. When you come here, we are your second parents. We train you. We ensure that your comments are seriously restricted. So you can disagree. Oh yeah, you can disagree in the strongest possible term that you want to disagree. But we will not tolerate you using these languages here. We are not looking for commenters here. And we are not hungry for viewers that you will just come and just say any nonsense and walk away with impunity. Here we can discipline people. So let's just tell you here on this platform, we discipline you. So I hope that is a warning. You see what I did with your comments. So you are watching and you are listening. So you saw what I did with your comment. I deleted it. The next time, if you try it, we'll come down very high on you. So the only thing that you will do, maybe you will just watch us, but you will not have the opportunity to comment. So I hope you are following and I hope you learn from this. Yeah. You have the right to disagree with us. You have the right to comment your comment. That's good. But you don't have the right to use any abusive language. This platform is too big and too mature for that. Thank you. I hope you take note and govern yourself very well. I want to welcome Newton. Thank you for joining us. Eric, thank you for joining us. Alfred, we appreciate all of you. So at the end of the day, the man said there is a need for us to expose where the drugs are from, where the drugs are coming from. In his mind, he thought that Joseph Newman Boakai was that person that was sincere about fighting the issue of drugs. That Joseph Newman Boakai will support him. That Joseph Newman Boakai will say, okay, at least I am seeing somebody who is sincere enough to fight the issue of drugs. I am seeing someone who is very, very much committed to helping me to fight drugs. But that was not the case. Immediately he decided to expose where these drugs were coming from, because Boakai himself has benefited a lot from the issue of this drug. Remember now, his children are seriously involved with this issue of, drugs dealing. So at the end of the day, he said, no, they may want to our business. We got to take him from here. Listening to listening to him,
So
the former LDA, but
the issue of accusing people on this drug thing, there's a reason for that. Because even in the society from all sectors,
yeah,
I would say openly here,
he knew the implication. That's why he said, I am going to say it openly here. That is not my statement. That is not your statement. It is his statement. The man that Joseph Newman Boakai trusted to fight drugs for him, to expose drugs for him. But here is the man trying to fight drugs and exposing drugs. Guess what happened? He was a history the next day. Joseph Newman Boakai decided, no, we sack this man. We dismiss him immediately. Listening to him, he said, I will say it openly here. So it means in the back of his mind, he knew very well that it was a taboo. You're not supposed to say it. But again, these are some of the patriarchs we are talking about. And these are people that we must be able to highlight what they said yesterday. These are patriarchs. These are elderly statesmen that will now look at the job that they have and compromise it with their integrity. And say, oh, because I get a job here, I can't talk. These are people that we must commend. He was in government. He knew very well that when he was going to say it, that they were going to come after him. But he said, I will say it openly here. I will not walk from here with my head down, and then this thing will be a burden in my soul. I will say it here. Let the world know where the drugs are coming from. Let the world know the people who are bringing in the drugs. Let the world know the people who are damaging our children. Let the world know the people who are benefiting from the sales of these narcotics on our streets. Let the world know the people who are bringing in these things, the authority that they have, where they are located. That's what he said. And what happened? You thought that Joseph Newman Boakai, who was using this issue of drugs as a serious campaign message, will hail this kind of person and say, let me work along with you to ensure that, yes, we can be able to eradicate drugs. But no, immediately he said it. The next day, that was a let's go. His dismissal came from Joseph Newman Boakai himself, office of the executive mansion, office of the president of the Republic of Liberia. You are fired. You are dismissed. Listen to
the example. So the issue.
He said, those of us that fight drugs, we must be an example. He was fed up with it. He was tired. That's why I continue to tell people, right? Be afraid and be worried when the people who you are suppressing and oppressing are not speaking out. Be afraid. Be worried. Run. It is not a good sign. When you have people in your employ, when you have people living with you, and they are not talking, what do you do wrong? Samafu. What do you do right? That's it. Be afraid. Because they are building up that anger. They are building up that hate. At the end of the day, when they explode, it will be uncontrollable. You can't control it. I gave an example. Look at history. The slave trade. Some of you read in history. The Nat Turner Rebellion. The Hannibal Rebellion. These slaves that were on these plantations, they were being treated as non-human. All of them. The anger, the pain, it was in them, building up in them. Their parents saw it. Their parents died on those slaves, how you call, or master plantations. The children saw it. It was a repeated act. They could not voice out their feelings. They were being oppressed, beaten. But at the end of the day, when they got ready, we know what happened. They revolted in full scales. And some of their masters were history. Go and read on all of these rebellions. So Joseph Newman Boakai think he's proceeding. When you try to suppress people, look at what happened. When Liberians said, we cannot do this no more, we must come up and be able to speak. Guess what happened? The government came up, they brought police and said, police, you will not sit down here. And then the people protest. Go there, go fire them. To the extent that the government was burnishing new weapons, intimidating Liberians who came up under the banner of staying to be able to voice out their disagreement to the government in a peaceful style. You brought up the police, you brought up weapons, and you think that that was a major victory for you. Be afraid, because you know what you are doing? You are piling up the people anger. And at the end of the day, don't think that you will be able to stop them. We saw that in Liberia during the election of 2017. Under the regime of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, we saw what happened. She used the international presence in Liberia to silence the people to some extent, to commit acts that were unbecoming. She used her power, sent the police at the headquarters of the CDC, massacre people on the CDC ground. At the end of the day, when Liberians got ready in 2017, they did not look back. It was 14 over, in fact, it was 14 and a half over 15. You know that. You are aware of that. They voted with anger against anything that resembled the Unity Party. 14 and a half over 15. 14 and a half county out of our 15 counties voted overwhelmingly for His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah and the CDC. Today, it's just a similar thing we are seeing. In less than 3 years, look at the amount of atrocity that is being committed in Liberia under Joseph Newman Boakai. Look at the police brutality. What becomes of our brother Matthew Moluba, a Liberian who had issue with his mental health? He wasn't going around harming people. He wasn't going around inflicting pains on others. This brother decided that he would sit in his house. At the end of the day, the police was sent for to be able to at least persuade him to go to the hospital. Because from all indication, the family thought that the police under Joseph Newman Boakai should have the level of training that will be able to make them to be able to talk to this brother, to at least leave from the house and seek medical attention. They did not go to call the police so that the police can be able to take away the life of their loved one. They went there calling the police so that the police can be able to help their brother in talking to him for him to go to the hospital. At the end of the day, what happened, fellow Liberians? They called the police to come to talk to a living being, but the police walked away, leaving them with a dead body. Shot 8 times. Can you imagine? 8 times. What becomes of it? Those police that went there, are they being investigated for their acts? No. Nobody. Nobody is held accountable for such acts. The man who said, let's expose drugs, he said, okay, we'll go after him. The man who said, no, Mr. President, Joseph Newman Boakai, the drugs is coming from the executive mansion, oh, Papa. It's from the executive mansion. The drugs here is with the people who are sitting with you. Joseph Boakai said, oh, so you think you can talk plenty? Okay, we'll see where you become. And Joseph Newman Boakai fired him. And this is a man you think will be able to help Liberia. This is the man you think will be able to liberate you. This is the man you think will give you a better Liberia. We are in a mess. We are in a complete mess. We are in a mess. Look at what is happening in the government. Immorality is now taking over. Immorality has now become a trademark of this government, has now become one of the agenda of this government. I know Joseph Newman Boakai lied to you and myself and said they are having what we call the arrest agenda. But I can say for you, and I can say to you, that add immorality to that particular agenda. Immorality all around the place. Look at what happened. Look at what happened at the level of the president's office. Colinia, Mo Ali there, Patrick Honor there. In a broad daylight, you saw what happened. They say they're in swimming pool, they gather around her, displaying all kind of things. This government does not checkmate people for immoral act. No. In fact, immorality is not, nothing in this government. Because Joseph Newman Boakai himself has displayed on several occasions. People openly who are supposed to show value to our children insult other people and they get away with it free. Or if you think alive, I will play you the video of Fatima Binti Salif. You know what happened? Fatima Binti Salif went on after she was confirmed by the house to serve. That girl was brave enough to use the platform to insult, and even use the president name and say, I'm the president daughter. Nothing will not happen to me. I can cause anybody. I can insult anybody and nothing will happen. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let me play you this video. That's why for me, I like to play this video. Watch it here.
You supposed to like me. I say you supposed to like me. To
the extent you see them on Facebook and they're using Joseph Newman Boakai name, to the extent they even, displaying, very, 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 very sensitive part of their bodies in the open. No, don't believe it. Just watch this video. Sensitive part and insulting another Liberians. Only because these people disagree with their policy, their programs, the way they proceed. They use Boakai names to insult people, Boakai name to insult people. And there is no repercussion. There is no measure taken against to stop it. They are giving government position. These are people who cannot do the same thing that they did in Liberia, here in the States that they're coming from. No, you can't do it there. But because the government will tolerate nonsense, because the government have given them check mark. So watch this video of Bintu Salif insulting Mariah Yakula. See there, when she was confirmed. Let me just tell you this before I play this video. Doing one of my ordination program, when I was ordained along with other people, So after our ordination, your people clapping. So one of the officiating officer at our ordination said to the audience, the crowd, whatever you will call it, he said, it's not something for you to clap. The position that we have inducted these people into, it is now a clapping position. It's almost like we have taken the weight of almost all of you and putting it on their shoulder. We have taken the burden of the society, the burden of the womb, and placed it on these people's shoulder. We have given them times double the work. What you should be doing is mustering the courage to advise them, to support them, to pray for them. It's not something to clap. It's not something to be excited of. When you are choosing to serve your nation, that is a heavy burden on your shoulder because your family name and every other thing you go there with it. The expectation becomes high from you. Like take for example, right now, me as Prince Sherry, nobody get time for me. Whatever I say, you say. But the day I even work as a janitor in a government office, my every move, my everything I say will be scrutinized by the public because I am now a public official. That's how people hold me. You can hear people can be saying, oh pastor, oh imam, oh clergyman, the other whole the whole minister. Because when you are called to public office, you are not yourself. You are not your own. You are not just for your family now. Everybody will question you. You become the property of the public. They will question your move. They will question what you do, and etc., etc. Sadly, to the extent some will even want to question why you eat. When you see under the Boakai-led administration, somebody like Fatima Binti Salih will think that, yeah, I hit the jackpot. I hit the jackpot because I use platform to insult people, to lie and spew out garbage. So now that I am appointed to the government, it's not a green card or it's not a check mark for me to be able to insult. So I can do it. What becomes of Fatima Binti Salih? Or the woman is working with pride and dignity. There is no measure that is taken. So the government of Joseph Numa Boakai has nothing that is called morality in place. So let's watch this video of Fatima Binti Salih. Let's watch it. That is when she was appointed, when she was confirmed. You see her opening because she wants to display that this is how I got the job. That it was through this particular means I got the job. You know, sometimes I want to be very, very careful, especially when it comes to our sisters. But again, I am under obligation to speak to the public, to speak to the general public about ills in our society and why people must take the corrective measure. So I have no other option but to say this. Displaying what gave her that job. Come in front of the camera and display those precious parts of your body. I saw a video. It was very comical, but this was very serious. A little girl, maybe at the age of 7 or 8 years old or so, something like that. But she would be between maybe 8 to 10, between there. And this guy took the camera to this child and asked the child, what you want to become when you grow up? That child said,
I want to be, in our Liberian parlance, she said, I want to be Hopojo. In other words, the child was saying, I want to be a prostitute. And there were people under the comment section, they laugh. But as a professional teacher, you know what I deduced from that video? As a professional teacher, you know what I gathered from that video of that lay girl? That there are too many things that lay girl is seeing. Probably that girl is seeing that it is through that particular act that they can eat. Maybe what that girl is seeing maybe somebody who is close to her, a guardian, or somebody who she look up to. It's what that person is doing. And that person is proud doing it in front of her. And that person is even boasting that it is this that I am doing, that what is helping me. Honor a Boakai administration. That this is what I'm doing that helping me. This is what I'm doing that feeding you. This is what I'm doing that paying the rent. This is what I'm doing to give me cell phone. So that little child see it as a means to live a better life. So for that child to stand and say, oh yeah, I want to be, Opojo, in her mind, and what she is seeing, what has been displayed to her by her guardians or whoever that she is looking up to as somebody responsible, it is what that person will proudly do and say to them in order for, so it's just sad, man. It's just so sad. I mean, it's very, very sad. Very, very sad. Very sad. It's very sad. These are some of the things that cause our society to be what it is. Because these kids, they look at it as something good. So look at Fatima Binti Salif. She will come openly on Facebook, on social media, where millions of people are watching, and display and open some of the private parts of her body and say, it's okay, let me and listen. Let's listen to this. Watch this. This is what you have when you elect an incompetent government. These are people that are working for you, calling themselves government officials. Yesterday, it was a taboo. But today, according to them, it's okay. Display yourself, man. Okay, that's easier. Open your chest. So meaning that I can use Boakai name to insult. I can use Boakai name to do whatever. Boakai is not a man of moral. Sadly, he is the president of Liberia without morality. Yeah. A public official. Let me move this from here because a public official using these kind of words are the same thing one other client wanted to use here. Got to delete that comment and give him strong warning. Since I gave him a warning, at least I must say thanks to him. That he gets small brain. And not let some of the Unity Party people, when you advise them, they will still want to continue to do what they are doing. We get other people here who disagree with me. Clement is here. He's our brother. He has a different view relative to how we see things. But he do not insult us. He do not use the F language here. He disagree in his comments. Even though his comments, most of the things he said in his comments, or he will say in his comments, they are not factual. He will not back it with facts. But that is his view, and we respect him for his view. Respect him for who he is. And when you come here and think you can use insult, like the brother who we just corrected, and deleted his comment, but we'll not take it here. Because here we're not looking here, and not here where we can be looking for people. Or we're looking for comments around. We know that this that we are saying is reaching to where it's supposed to reach. It's transforming life. It's changing the mindset of people. And it's waking up a new generation. That we appreciate. So we'll not allow clown to come here and use any language and then walk away. So you're listening to a minister of the Boakai administration using such a word, insulting another woman. But where? That's Boakai there for you. That's who Boakai is for you, fellow Liberians. That's who Boakai is for you. Yeah. That's who Boakai is for you. But fellow Liberians, let's go to some other issue that we're supposed to go to. You know, Rachel Kuhn, one time visited JFK. And I want to see, because I saved that identical video. I am very sure that that video was saved. I saved that video. So let me see if I can be able to get that video. Jeremiah Kuhn visited the JFK Medical Center. When Jeremiah Kuhn visited JFK, he made the people there to understand that he will ensure, as speaker, an increment in their budget. He will ensure that they have the necessary budgetary allocation, at least, that will be able to help to upgrade that particular hospital. One of the things that they said was that JFK will be fully supported financially through the budget, because JFK was that particular, medical facility public that was catering to our people who could not afford. So therefore, that particular medical facility must be adequately funded so as to be able to, to take care. But fellow Liberians, when we told the Liberian people that everything that Rachel Kuhn was saying at that particular place, it was political, and they had absolutely no appetite, or they had no span to ensure that they do it. Some people said we were lying. But today, the question that we are asking Rachel Kuhn, and all of those who went down there, where is the money that you promised the John F. Kennedy Hospital? Where is that particular money that you said you are going to ensure that there is an increase in the budgetary allocation and allotment for the JFK? Where is that money? You promised them, you went there, and you told them that you will ensure that JFK is adequately funded. What happened? What happened to the JFK? That today you have abandoned the JFK. Your traveling allowance alone, the traveling allowance from you, is by far greater than even what is happening there at the JFK. Your traveling allowance. As speaker, what you are getting for even transportation, your transportation, to move from one area to the other, it is more than even what the people of JFK are getting. I'm trying to get the video here. I'm looking for the video. Once I see that particular video, I'll be able to show it to you. When he went to how you call the place, JFK. He was at JFK, touring the facility. He was there, making promises. But don't worry, we ensure that JFK is adequately funded. Don't worry, we ensure that JFK has the necessary budgetary allocation to be able to, fully cater to our people. Rachel Kun. So where is that particular budgetary allocation now? Where is it? Where's the budgetary allocation for JFK? The people of JFK, they are abandoned. Because guess what? It's okay now. They've gotten the power. Now that they have gotten the power, it's no longer important for you to fulfill the promise that you made to the people. It's no longer important. I'm trying to see how best I can be able to get this video. I think I put this video somewhere that I'm trying to see if I can get it. But it's like, it's in my file. And then getting it is, I just need to check because there are just too many files or too many videos that I have in the file. And I just thought it was to, to bring that particular video for you to see before I go to what we have. Okay. All right. I'm finding it very difficult to be able to get this video, but I have it. I download the video. The video is here. It's just that I can't readily put my hands on it right now. I can't get it right now to be able to display it to you, but it's right here. And I will keep checking. I will keep checking to see if I can be able to pull out that particular video. If I can pull out the video. If not, I will just skip over it and then okay, so I think just too many videos here. The videos that I have here, they are just too many. I mean, too many videos that I have here. So it's okay. It is okay for us to not see it. And then we'll go to the write-up that they are having here. Okay, so okay. It's just too many. Just too many video here. Too many videos that I can, put my hands on right now. I can't get it right now. I cannot get that identical video right now, but it's no problem. It's no problem. So we can just, move on. We're going to move on. We are going to move on because we can see that identical video. But Richard Kuhn visited the hospital there, that is JFK, and make some promises to the people. And made promises to the people. Okay, I can really see that identical video, but no problem. We just read what we have here. So let's go to what we have here so that we can display it for you. Okay. Just bear with me. We want to go right here and then be able to read what we have here so that it's not easy when you are producing at the same time presenting. It's a lot. We do plenty to bring you what we bring you. And there's the reason why we always ask for your support. Your support is very cardinal. Yeah. Your support is very cardinal. So in whatever way you can support us, we really, 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 really appreciate it. Yeah. We really appreciate it. So House Speaker Richard Nangbe Kun betrayed the JFK hospital with false US 20 million promise. The Liberian people deserve leaders. And courtesy to Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. I'm reading this from him. So let's go here. It says, the Liberian people deserve leaders who speak truth and act with conscience. Not politicians who sell hope to the poor and abandon those once the cameras are gone. Sadly, under the watch of the House Speaker, Rachel Nangbe-Kun, deception has once again been served to the nation. In 2025, Speaker Kun made a highly publicized visit to the JFK Memorial Center, where he boldly assured health workers and the suffering Liberian public that US 20 million would be allocated to support the country's most critical referral hospital, that is the JFK. The promise sparked hope amongst exhausted doctors, nurses, and patients who struggle daily in a broken health sector. Today, that hope has been crushed. The 2026 national budget has come and gone, yet JFK was pushed aside as and treated as an afterthought. The promised US 20 million never appeared. There was no clarification, no apology, and no accountability. What was sold to the people as leadership has now been exposed as a deliberate lie. This is not mistake. This is pattern. Oh yes, he said. Let me just go ahead with his press release. Speaker Rachel Kun has reduced the sacred office of the speaker into a platform for empty speeches and political drama, where promises are made for applause but abandoned when real decision must be taken. Meanwhile, ordinary Liberians continue to die in overcrowded wards with no drugs, no equipment, no dignity. Let it be made clear, Liberia is not Liberia is not a theater, and JFK is not a campaign. We therefore condemn without reservation the Speaker's failure to honor his public commitment to the health workers and people of Liberia, promising life-saving resources and refusing to deliver. It's not just irresponsible, but it is moral crime against the poor. A nation cannot move forward when its leaders speak one thing in public and do another behind closed doors. Liberia cannot yield when those entrusted with power treat public trust as disposable. Public trust as disposable and human life as a collateral damage. The people are watching. The grassroots are aware. History is recording. Accountability will come. God help Liberia, because our country cannot survive on lies and disguise as leaders. Success A.B. Dennis, diasporan Liberian, Des Moines, Iowa. That is it from him. Let me see. I want to bring that particular visit of how you call Rachel Nangwe Kun at the JFK there. I want to bring it. I want to stay check for it. Let me see. Just bear with me. Let me see. Okay, that's good. I know. Uh, I know. Okay, okay, okay. I know I get it here. Just my people, just bear with me. Sometimes it's just a matter of time. So I'm going to play this. We need to remind these people. Look, we should not sit and think that it is okay for leaders to lie. We should not sit and think that it is okay when people who are supposed to be responsible with their words are passing around and deceiving people. We must hold them accountable So let's go and bring you this so that you will see what we are talking about. I know that I had it saved. It was just a matter of time for me to look in my file and be able to bring it. So let's come here, fine, and bring you this here, and let's go ahead.
Provide services to our citizens. We are committed to that. So receiving
So
a
we
call
carry
from
in
you,
from.
Victoria, who is also deputy to
medication a few weeks ago.
a
So
meeting
listening
right here
to
on the campus.
Rachel
That's
Kun,
where we
here
all
is
run
the how
from.
you
So every
call
Monday we have
the
a grand
video.
round meeting
Okay,
where all
okay.
the doctors meet to discuss issues pertaining to the hospital, and we do scientific presentations as well. So she will shortly be joining us on this tour.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so I want to take this time to welcome you and your team.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The legislature, I think, paid a visit here a few weeks ago, and it was a joint committee, but they haven't done the formal report yet. But I've been thinking that in the midst of these uh, global changes that bring to be advanced when it comes to medical issues, where we rush patients from here to seek medication, especially some minor issue, we rush out of this country. So I thought it was while sitting along with a few of my colleagues that I think we need to do something with JFK to bring it up to a state-of-the-art hospital, and government then to set a legacy at every budget year to be able to do something for some segment or some sector so we can transform this country within the next 5 or 6 years. So like one of the things the government have taken key to is the issue of road, which we know that by the end of this year,
So you listening?
hopefully by
I
His
want to
grace,
play this
all
for
the
you to
machine will be in
listen to
town
these liars.
and they will
This is a
start that
fact.
project. And I intend that next year budget, we should have something placed in the budget specifically for JFK to change the formation of JFK to a state-of-the-art hospital. They're not going to be like 5, 10,000, close to 15 million to 20 million.
Yeah,
So one of the places I said,
yeah,
two of this move.
close to 15 to 20 million for JFK Memorial Hospital. Rachel Kun promised the people of Liberia, promised you and myself, that in this particular budget, that 20 to 15 million will be incited. He will ensure that he put it there. You know, I always say to people, right? Sometimes friends call me after the show and they commend me. They say, Prince, thank you very much for what you do. And I tell them, do not thank me. I should be thanking you. And the reason why I most of the time tell them I should be thanking you is because you people gave us the urge. You people gave us that particular weight for us to go and do the research and bring to you the facts. I feel very uncomfortable sometimes when I'm just talking the facts and not sometimes trying to display it. I don't know, because of my background as a teacher, I like to demonstrate, I like to play, I like for you to hear, I like for you to see. So sometimes when I'm just talking, I talk the facts, but sometimes I'm really comfortable when I'm displaying it. So you're listening to Richard Nagbeku when he visited the hospital, JFK Hospital. This is his word that they will ensure that in the budget that 15 to 20 million will be placed there. And he outlined the reason why it will be placed there. And those reasons were not false. Those reasons that were provided by Richard Nagbeku were not just, lie. That was the fact. But today, where are we with JFK? We'll go to the JFK budget for you to see. But Richard Nagbeku office, the money alone he is getting for his traveling allowance and etc. Let's go. Listening to it.
To be able to do something for some segment or some sector so we can transform this country within the next 5 or 6 years. So like one of the things the government have taken key to is the issue of road, which we know that by the end of this year, hopefully by His grace, all the machines will be in town and they will start that project. And I
Now
intend
he
that
gave us
next year
another
budget,
lie.
we should have something placed in the budget specifically for JFK to change the formation of JFK to a state-of-the-art hospital. They're not going to be like 5, 10,000, close to 15 million to 20 million.
Yeah?
So
Close to 15 to 20 million. I want to stop here. Now you're listening to it. I want to move from here. What is in the JFK budget? Let's go there. I don't want you to believe me. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Let me try to bring you. So, my people, in the JFK budget, right? In the JFK budget, the 2026 budget, the JFK has just $9.1 million. That's what is projected for the JFK. And let me go on to read some stuff here. Rachel Nangbe Kun budget. Eh? Rachel Nangbe Kun budget. Yeah. Look, we suffer in these people here. We suffer. Wow. Hmm. Oh, my people. Anyways, let's just, leave this. But, fellow Liberians, where is the 20 million that this man promised? According to them, JFK will be a state of the art hospital. They will work towards it. So, where's the 20 million? Where is that 20 million that he promised the people? You see, when we tell you that this particular government of Joseph Numa Boakai, these guys are a bunch of BM that only care about themselves, that don't care about the Liberian people. As far as they are concerned, they can lie to you at any time and walk away with impunity. And they feel that the Liberian people will do nothing. There will be no action. They get time. So Rachel Nangbe Kun promised. I'll play you the video. You heard his voice. Very loud and very clear. That at least between 15 to 20. That's why he said between 15 to 20. But look at what JFK is having. The nation #1 referral hospital. The dialysis center that they have in there, the machine broke down. The machine broke down. The DNA machine that President Weah bought and left it there in functional condition and position, it broke down. The last time for the police to conduct the scientific test, according to them, they want proof whether J. Brian McGee raped the girl or not. They say they're still waiting for machine because the machine that they had at the JFK, the machine broke down. So you would think that these people will prioritize the health of the Liberian people, but where's that? They ain't get time. They don't have time. They prioritize their own self. Look at what they are getting for their allowances around here. Look at what they are getting for transportation and etc. Huge and fat amounts. The hospital that is supposed to cater to all, no, they ain't got time for that one. That one, we all have our own. They ain't even get time for it. They ain't got time for it. But NSA budget, that $22.19 million. NSA budget. Even when we're fighting war, the budget was not like that for NSA. Now that we are in the time of peace, NSA budget is $22.19 million. While JFK is 9.1 million. 9.1 million. Boakai EPS budget. The EPS, the people who can be beyond Boakai, or the Executive Protection Agency that can be there, manning the executive. Their budget, that people budget, that $1.9 million. Sorry, $9.1 million. That's what they are getting. $9.1 million. Just very few group of people. Very few group of people. They are getting $9.1 million. When you look at the Phoebe Hospital that cater to almost everybody in that particular central region, you know what their budget is? $2.7 million. $2.07 million. Phoebe Hospital. That hospital that is in the middle, that cater to almost everybody. $2.07 million. That what Joseph Newman Boakai then put in the budget for Phoebe Hospital. JFK, $9.1 million. That what they put in the budget. These people don't care about the Liberian people. The Liberian people are not priority to these people. They use you, they lie to you, they get to power. And that's the reason why we must demand that they do what they say. The man is on record. He is on record. He wasn't smoking shisha when he said it. He said it that he was going to do it. But where are we today? Look at the budget. You know, somebody said the budget is the reflection of government agenda towards our people. And that's true. I believe that. The government speaks for the government. Or the government speaks through the budget to the people. Look in the budget. What is there for private, how you call a sector investment? Look at what they have there. Look at what they have in the budget for youth development. Look at what they have there. Look at what they have in the budget for Joseph Newman Boakai office. The budget is a contradiction completely towards the arrest agenda. A complete contradiction. Fellow Liberians, a complete contradiction. On this note, time I've caught up with us, but I have a few announcements for you. The CDC USA is going to be having her convention in June of this year. And the good thing is that the convention is going to be on the East Coast from June 24th to the 28th. Let us get ready. Let's put ourselves together. And this convention is going to be one of the biggest conventions because we're going to have almost all of the members of the National Executive Committee, the Global National Executive Committee, led by His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. They will be here for this convention. So if you are a seditian, get ready for this big convention. It's going to be a very, very wonderful one. And at this convention, seditions, Weahians are going to gather to discuss issues to move our party forward. So get ready. It's going to be a wonderful time. Get ready. It's going to be a very, very, rewarding time. So fellow Liberians, also we want to inform you that the redemption hour comes on every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. So by right, during the weekdays, I should not be here, right? Like for example, doing this other day, like Tuesday, we should not be here on a Tuesday. Sorry. I'm sorry, somebody just sent me a message. Okay, so on a Tuesday, it's not something for us to be here. At least we should be, off. So we should just be here on a Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So again, I want to say, please get ready. Join us on every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We meet here at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That is going to be somewhere around 6 o'clock Liberia time. So join us. You can follow us on YouTube. You follow us on X. And you follow up on other pages. So the YouTube channel is just right under the Palava Hut. It's under the Palava Hut. You see it there. And
at the end of this year,
you can follow us.
Hopefully, by His grace, all the machines will be in town and they will start that project.
Coming to guard.
So, my people, I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. But time have caught up with me. We got to go do our 1-2-1-2, our resting time we took to just inform you of some other issues. But we are looking forward, and this year is going to be, the platform is going to add some other stuff to it. We're going to add some other stuff to it. So we just want to say, let's get ready. Big things are going to be happening. So until we meet again, have yourself a God bless day and enjoy the rest of your day.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.